haven't reviewed a book on this channel for a while, so let's do that. The book I'm going to be reviewing today is Scott Westerfeld's Leviathan, which I just happen to have in the car with me because I'm returning it to the library. Leviathan is kind of a combination of historical fiction and science fiction. It's what's called alternate history, so it takes place at the very beginning of World War I in Europe. The timeline of events is pretty much the same, but there's a twist. In this reality, both sides of the war are considerably more advanced than they really were, but both in different ways. In this reality, Germany and Germany's allies have advanced their machinery considerably. Tanks, which came into major use in the actual World War I, are obsolete by the time we get to World War I in this reality. Now they have machines called walkers, which literally have legs and walk around like animals. Wheels and treads are a thing of the past. However, the side of Britain, Russia, and France have also advanced considerably. In this reality, Charles Darwin has taken his theory one step further and actually discovered DNA, something that wasn't actually discovered until the 50s. Following his example, a group of people known as the Darwinists have taken that DNA and have begun creating or recreating extinct or mythological creatures. And this technology has become so sophisticated that they can actually create an entire ecosystem of living beings that functions as an airship. That ecosystem is the Leviathan. The Leviathan is literally a huge animal which functions as a flying machine with the help of other animals. So that's the background. Now the characters. This book follows the stories of two characters, one on either side of the war. The first is Alexander, the son of Archduke Ferdinand, whose assassination essentially started World War I. Because Alexander's father married a commoner, Alexander has really no claim to the throne of Austria-Hungary. However, because some people think that he might still have a legitimate claim to that throne, his life is in danger, and so he is spirited away to Switzerland. The other person in this story is Darren Sharp, who is a girl, pretending to be a boy in the British Air Force, and calling herself Dylan because apparently Darren, when it's spelled that way, is very obviously a girl's name. I don't know how that works. Through a series of odd circumstances, Darren finds herself serving on the Leviathan. And eventually, Alex and Darren's paths cross. And I just passed the house I needed to turn into. Leviathan really is a fascinating work. It is a piece of alternate history, of course, and so a lot of the events depicted in the book did not actually happen. But all the fantastical and science fiction-y elements of the book are explained. And they're explained quite logically, so it's an interesting exploration of what might have been had things transpired the way they did. And it's also an interesting look at what might transpire should technology continue to advance as it has. So in a way, it's kind of a melding of past and future. And of course, in general, it's just a brilliantly told story about war and friendship during war, especially if you're on different sides, and how that can develop. And it is the first of a series, so it does kind of end in a cliffhanger, but I will be keeping an eye out for the second book in the series. Sorry about that bump. So Scott Westerfeld's Leviathan. I highly recommend it. Before I forget, tomorrow is Question Tuesday, and I really would like to have a question or several to answer, so leave questions for me in the comments. Thanks. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.